And we got a special episode right here for you as we get closer to the holidays. The real Mighty Mouse, 212 competitor IFBB Pro, Martae Ruelas, will join us right here on this episode of MSTV. And again, we will have another segment of the Balance Guru. This guy is a fucking... He has some real fucking strength to do the shit he does. He piles things on top of each other, and it's he would have been one of those real good ECW hardcore fucking wrestlers, I'm sure, this guy. And also, of course, once again, the nose, and we'll be also showing you some funny little clips, some little highlights. We like to mix things up. This is kind of like a variety show. I guess it's almost like the like a laugh-in kind of thing, or Sonny and Cher, hour or something. But these are the things that we like to do on this flagship program, MSTV, now weekly here on this YouTube channel. We like to mix things up, bring a different element to the table, let you guys see some other things out there, and of course bring you, the fans, there. We want to start showing you guys on here more, so keep sending those clips in. Just say your name and say you're watching Muscle Sport TV, and we will show it on this program. We be enjoying right now Martae Ruelas, IFBB 212 Pro, the real Mighty Mouse. That's the real Mighty Mouse. That's your name on social media, and I got to meet and hang out and bullshit with you and do an interview with you at the Olympia at the Yamamoto Nutrition booth. So I was glad that we actually got to talk prior to that, and we've been trying to set this up since then, and here we are, bro. How is Arizona treating you?
Arizona's fucking beautiful. What's up in New York?
It's getting cold. Yeah, it's like in the 40s today. We're starting to get that winter weather already. Yeah.
Nice.
About 10 days ago, I was wearing shorts and a T-shirt, no jacket. All of a sudden, the weather just went... It just dipped down into the shitters. But let's talk about you. Fuck the weather here in New York. You're the guest on the program. So you have...
That's what's up.
I tell you, bro, when we were talking, you had like this confidence level that you can't buy that. You have to be born with that. And you were so confident in the way you've been going in your pro career and everything. And I got to tell you, I did a little research, obviously. I did some reading on you, and goddamn, you had a tough fucking upbringing, bro. No wonder why you're confident. You have overcome so much fucking real shit that this contest stuff's a piece of cake for you, probably, right?
Yeah, it's a fucking cakewalk. I mean, that's the thing, though, is like a lot of people can use shit as an excuse and just say, well, I can't. This woe is me party, and I don't do that shit. Like, we don't do that. If you didn't be anything in the pro ranks or try to do anything or amount to anything, or even try to be a role model, or if you want to call yourself that or anything like that, or just have a good presence in the sport, we can't be making excuses or say, well, I didn't have this because of this shit. And all that's excuses, and all you're doing is putting a brick wall in your fucking way, and you can't get nowhere.
Yep. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you really you went through some tough times as a youngster, as a teenager and stuff like that with group homes and things. And the fucked up stepdad part, that part was really fucking pissed me off when I read that part, man.
Shit happens.
Nah, I know. But you know what? You fucking succeeded. You just put that behind you, and you probably used it as motivation to get where you are today, right?
It's just nothing but motivation. I mean, we could use a lot of anger and shit in our past, but believe it or not, I don't use a lot of that fucking anger in the past. I go to the gym and I'm happy as fuck because I'm in a playground. So anytime I grab this weight, it becomes a part of my fucking DNA, and I grab the shit and I just go to work in my happy place. A lot of people say they go to this dark ass place and like I can go regress back to where my stepdad was beating the shit out of me and all this other stuff and all this abuse. Well, I don't go there because if I put that energy into the weights, I'm not going to build something fucking beautiful off of hate and fucking anger. And that's the energy that I put into it, is something that's changed, something that's different. Because why would I go in the past to some dark place and use that as fuel? It's a shitty piece of fuel to use.
Yeah.
So when I go to the gym, I'm fucking happy because I'm going to see some big fucking amazing changes that I'm going to make to decimate whoever the fuck I'm standing on stage with. And that's my hope, dream. And that's what we got to fucking do. And that's a positive thing. Why use something so dark to build something up that's supposed to be good? And that's my philosophy. So
that's a fucking kick-ass attitude, man. I'm a brooder. I get pissed and I use things that piss me off as incentive to fucking succeed in business and in life. Yeah. But hey, whatever floats your boat, man. Maybe I should try your way. You smile a lot more than me, man. You got the formula.
Well, that's the thing, though. You can beat somebody's ass with a fucking smile. Who says you can't do that shit? Like,
fair comment, man. Fair comment.
Yeah. And so, I mean, that's what I do every day at the gym. So why not?
And another part of your backstory that I found interesting, you never found out who that female bodybuilder was that told you to compete?
Nah, her name was Lauren. It's like she fucking vanished out of thin air and like she never existed or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, I started competing because this chick came up and she had this deep ass voice and facial hair and Rico Suave looking boyfriend with her and shit, her little playboy. And she told me she bugged the shit out of me unless I competed. And I thought that was like the, most feminine thing in the world to wear a fucking thong on stage. And who the fuck is going to do that? Like, evidently it was going to be me. So we got to do whatever we got to do, right, to get that big woman out of my face. So, yeah, it worked. But I never saw her again.
That's so weird, man, that it was almost like it was a vision. Something came down and pushed you in that direction. And you got your pro card at the 2013 NPC Nationals, and you've been fucking, just doing your thing as a pro ever since. Now, what is the biggest difference that you've seen? Now, obviously, at the national level, it was a weight class thing, and now going to the pro level, similar because you're in the 212. But as far as going up against guys that are bigger than you, sometimes, how do you feel that way?
Oh yeah, it actually makes me a lot more hungrier because. When you're coming up in life and you got this finger telling you that you're not shit or whatever it is poking you in your face. In the NPC, I didn't really have that. I didn't really have a finger pointed down at me because I jumped in shows for 6 straight years and dominated 3 different weight classes, and I was undefeated. I used to show up at weigh-ins, and motherfuckers used to pull out. Oh, you know what I'm going to do the next show, bro, or whatever. And then I used to complain because there's only 2 people in my weight class because 7 would pull out, and that's like they'll do the next one. Well, I used to get frustrated at that.
Yeah.
No more. The IFBB, nobody's pulling out. Like, you got people flying in from Lithuania and shit. They're ready to – they don't spend that money. But my job is to make sure that if they're spending this much money on a plane ticket and, $500, $800 with the food a month, I'm trying to make sure that they waste their fucking time and money going up against me. And that's always been my dream. I've done that in the NPC, but in the IFBB, it's a whole lot more challenging because you got more people that came up through the NPC like I did and just dominated. Now you get here, you're on the bench again, and you're trying to get on the field and prove your worth. To me, that means so much more for me with my work ethic and my background. Having this finger saying you can't do this in the form of competitors that fly all across the world to go ahead and battle me. And to me, that's what makes me hungry because now I'm back in my element. Yeah, I wasn't really back in the element in the NPC because I was just steamrolling people.
Hey, so, it's a good problem to have. I love that line you just said. I'm back on the bench. That is a fucking great line. I might steal that for an article, but I'll give you credit in the editor's notes. It's a good one, though. Very excellent point, though. As a pro right now, I mean, you've had some success, and you're looking forward, and you're saying you're looking to go all the way to win the 212 Olympia. What is your plan moving forward as far as shows in 2018 go?
2018, well, one good thing is I wanted to change my foundation of my base, meaning like my coaching. So I'm looking at Trey Hodge right now as my coach for next year, and I'm really excited about that. You've seen what he's done with Tank Dixon, and Monique Jones is a beast, and he's done a lot of great work, and that's one of the guys I admire for not only what he's done with his competitors, but something that's very much needed because as soon as I entered the IFBB, I was like, I'm just going to swing and come out swinging. Well, I put my foot in my mouth in my first show, and I got destroyed. And that's probably one of the best things that ever fucking happened to me because I had a wake-up call like no other because I was so busy running over people in the NPC that when I got to the IFBB, there's a brick wall on my face. I'm like, what am I going to do with this shit? I can either take one brick down piece by piece or run through that motherfucker. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some time off. 2018 is going to come, and that's when I'm going to go ahead and show all this new muscle I put on and all this hard work because that's what I want to do. I'm tired of staring at a brick wall. I guess we all are. You can either be one or two people. You can be the type of person that's going to look at a brick wall and say, "Oh well, I don't know, it's there," and all this other shit. Or you can just run through that motherfucker and just kill it. And me, I'm just that guy that's like, "Oh, if I die, I die. Trying to get through this wall, I gotta do something about this." Yeah, I don't like obstacles. Not at all.
I hear you, man. And what you have a show in mind that you're looking to start off the year with next year?
The Chicago Pro next year.
Chicago Pro. When is that? In June, I think that usually falls.
Yeah, I believe it's in June. Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. So you want to get that qualification because you want to be on stage in Vegas next year, man, right? Yeah. That's the goal, to get on the big stage.
Yeah. Super hungry.
Oh, sure. So, I tell you, though, the 212 to me is way more interesting than the fucking Open. And the Olympia really, to me, proved that. Flex Lewis to me, has one of the greatest physiques, now and maybe ever, if you will.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of Sergio Oliva, the way his lines flow and everything. He's just wider on top. And he's got some great competition there. And so that lineup to me at every 212 show, if it's, I'll be at the Arnold or a smaller show, or even especially the O, there's so many. Guy Cisternino. I mean, you got just guy Jose Raymond. I mean, I can go on and on. Yes. Obviously, Ashkenani. I mean, he came out of, not nowhere, but look how great he was at the Arnold this year. I mean, he looked phenomenal, and he held his conditioning into September. So
exactly.
That 212 division, to me, is the best division that IFBB is putting on stage now, because it is so close with so many good competitors. There's not a big fall off between 1 and 5, really.
I like that, because not only is it a tough division, but to me, I chose bodybuilding for that reason, because I think not a knock against any other division like men's physique or anything like that, but I wanted something a little bit more tougher for me, and something that was more my caliber, something old school. And I wanted to go up against walk with the gods, if you want to call it that.
Yep.
And I wanted to go up against something that was fucking crazy. But that's always been me. I've always wanted to take the toughest path in life, or whatever that is. And if you look at the lineup of the guys that you just mentioned right there, which is some freaking amazing physiques, it's not just genetics, because at that level, everybody has genetics.
Yeah.
But there's that fucking thing that you just can't coach, is that blue collar work ethic. And every single one of those athletes that you've mentioned has that.
Yep.
Now, that's the difference between 16th place and 8th place and all these other placings, is just that little fucking ingredient that you can't get in a bottle, pill, or supplement. And nobody ever really talks about that shit. They always want to be quick to talk about testosterone and all this other stuff. Matter of fact, when I get clients, it's the first thing that they ask about. And I'll tell them that's the last thing we need to fucking talk about.
Yep.
So with the 212, that in mind, you're not looking at a chemical freak show. People want to call it that. You're looking at some guys that's their midnight dream. We wake up with that shit. And that's all we do every time we put our hands in some weights or steel or anything like that. And all I see is a bunch of hardworking ass guys.
Yeah, definitely, man. I've always enjoyed, I remember when they first brought the 202 in, you had a great battle between David Henry and Kevin English. And it was just, to me, it was always just a close race every time. And I was really happy when the Arnold finally put it in. And then it used to just be like the showdown. It really wasn't even a big deal. It wasn't even on the big stage. It was at the Expo.
It wasn't.
When I first started, watching it at the Olympia.
Like a sideshow.
Yeah, it was like, okay, let's see how this does. And then, then they just had the top 5 and the pose down and the call outs, at the end, and the placings at the arena. But it's obviously cemented itself. It's
sure,
it may call it second billing. To me, it's 1 and 1A in my opinion. I don't see any difference. It's like the old days when you had the tall and the short class. They were both Olympians, it just one they had just separated. I still think, and I know you're going to probably say, fuck yeah, I agree with you, that there should be an overall winner between the 212 and the Open winner at shows.
Yeah, they used to have that. They had that back in the day. They need to bring that shit back, and I think it's amazing.
Arnold and Franco, yeah.
Yeah, you talk about the Open class, and I mean, Phil Heath's a great champion, but we all pretty much know kind of how it's going to go, and it's not a big shocker. But with the 212, you have like 3 what ifs, and they're strong. Mike could be the champion, people. And literally, like right beforehand, I don't have fingernails left by the time that they're halfway through it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. It's just it's nerve wracking, and I'm on the edge of my seat with the 212 division. And the crazy thing is, I'm a part of this. And
yeah,
it's amazing.
It's 212. It to me, it's 10 times better than the Open. It's been for quite a while, and I think if Flex was up against Phil Heath this year, Flex would have got the award. He would have took the overall. He looked better than him. I'm not even going gut wise. I'm just talking physique wise. My opinion is Flex Lewis' physique is it's one of the fucking best physiques I've ever seen.
Not.
And he's a great champion, and he's going to be a tough guy. But you got the right attitude, man. So nobody's going to sell you short when you're going to get up there, and you're not going in there to lose, and you're going in there to have fun. So you're a winner either way, man. You know?
Yeah, I'm coming in the fight, and that's the thing though, is like you never walk in a fight with the attitude, and this might sound so cliche right now, but you never walk in with the attitude like you fucking already lost or anything like that. I'm going in to knock some heads in, and what's the least that's gonna happen? I don't knock heads in, and I knock a couple people off. I don't care. I'm coming in 100%, even with it's my attitude or anything like that. Because if you're short anything, these guys will eat you for breakfast and lunch. Yeah. And to me, that's just the attitude you have to be at this level. Because you can't come up short with anything, even mentally. Those guys don't play.
Martae, I want to thank you so much for joining us on MSTV. Give those plugs out. Where can the fans find you out there on the net?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at _ the real Mighty Mouse. It's like a bunch of them there, but Lonnie Teeper gave me that name Mighty Mouse backstage in my first show I ever competed in. He bumped into me. He said I almost stepped on you, and I thought it was like great insult when he called me a fucking mouse. And my friends teased me for like the longest time, but it just grew on me. And Mighty Mouse, that's how it came. But you can also find me on Facebook too at Martae Ruelas, and also on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, so tune in.
212 IFBB Pro Martae Ruelas. Looking good for the Chicago Pro. Get that qualification, and we'll see each other in Las Vegas again, bro. Take care.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. This is Lee Carter 315, and you're watching Muscle Sport TV.
Hello, everyone. Watch MSTV. It's a great show. This is Steinar from Norway, 33 years old, Guilty 84 on Instagram. Hope you have a nice day. Just like me.
Like to welcome our newest sponsor here at Muscle Sport TV, and that is magicandmuscle.com, MAGICK and muscle.com. This is your one-stop shop for all your gym apparel and supplements. They have caps, as you can see right here. They have tank tops also. He's having t-shirts being made up. Our buddy Robert Martin from over there. And they're going to be sent here, and we'll show you them as soon as we get them. They're going to be hot off the press, but they got some great supplements here. This is a pre-workout, The Awakening. The Awakening. And here we have a recovery elixir, BCAAs. I'm going to enjoy. I got 2 of those. And now here we have thermogenic burn. That's your fat burner right there. And this is one that I'm going to enjoy more. Testosterone Conjure. Boosts libido and performance. See what happens when you get old? You fucking need shit like this, and you need advertisers like this. All kidding aside, magicandmuscle.com. One-stop shop. You get your caps, you get your shirts, and you get your supplements.
Hey guys, Officer Ashley Smith here from New York, and I'm going to be coming to Muscle Sport TV.
We We're here at the Olympia Expo, Sinister Labs booth with 212 IFBB Pro, Guy Cisternino.
What's up?
More importantly, how's the health? That's the most important thing.
Oh, great.
You been feeling better?
Figured out what it was.
What was it?
It was antibiotics, I was sick. Then I went to a tanning bed, so it ended up, it's called a phototoxic reaction. So it actually burns me inside out, so you can see I still got marks.
Last time we spoke, you still haven't, they didn't diagnose it.
They thought it was cancer.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so the main thing, it's not, you found out what it is, and now it's...
Yeah, I was reading online, everybody thought it was drugs, DMP, the old fucking basic bullshit, troll, garbage, everybody got a fucking deal with it. But no, it was just something just, you know, so common, not common, but very simple, like right in front of my face and the doctors, but just something that they didn't think would.
Tree in the forest.
Exactly.
All right, but they diagnosed it, and now it's all out of the way, so you're back to normal now. I know you had last we spoke, you were taking the rest of the year off. Is that still the plan?
Yeah, because I mean, in order to be a good bodybuilder, you have to make improvements. Sure. You can't make improvements when you're dieting 30 weeks out of the year. I've been doing that since 2011. I haven't had an off season in 7 years. Even though I was qualified, I said, you know what? What's best for me? And that's time off to gain more muscle, come back next year, whoop everybody's ass.
Arnold, is that what you're looking at?
Debating right now.
Okay.
Debating. If I'm having a productive off season and gaining weight, I'm not going to cut it short for the show.
Okay, so if it's not the Arnold, what are you looking at?
Probably something later in the year, right before the
Get a qualification. You got some scores to settle also that we were talking about last
time. Oh yeah, I got some fucking teeth to pick up.
Yeah, I saw a few of your scores around town. So main thing is, Guy Cisternino back to 100% health. Went through a real shitty scare, but all good to go.
All good. Make
sure you follow him at Guy Cisternino on Instagram, Sinister Labs. We'll see you next time on Muscle Sport TV. Check it out, guys, right here, HotStuffNutritionals.com. The company you know and love from way back when. All you guys that are in my age group, and even some of you younger bucks, you guys know all about Hot Stuff right here. This is my personal favorite, the banana-flavored testosterone potentiator maximum strength formula right here. This is an amazing product right here. It's been around for a long time, and there's a reason why. But they don't fuck around over at Hot Stuff Nutritionals. They also have Glandol. Now, this is something a lot of you guys overlook. All the shit that everybody in this wacky fucking world and industry and lifestyle take, you got to take care of your glands. Flood your body with over 80 hormone boosting factors right here with Glandol from Hot Stuff Nutritionals. Maximum strength raw gland complex. Sports performance, increase power and strength, boost energy and endurance, and increase exercise muscle recovery. If you're not going to recover, you're not going to be able to hit it hard the next day. So make sure you go to HotStuffNutritionals.com right now and order both of these today.
Someone's pulled the stopper on my reality, and I'm sucked down the drain into something new. It's all very exciting, really.
And the Nose Knows is going to talk a little bit about Phil Heath's comments recently about the Classic Physique division. I am not a big fan of this Classic Physique division, and I do agree with a lot what Phil Heath said. And that's usually not the case with Muscle Sport Media and Phil Heath, but we did have him on the first print issue. You can get all our back issues, of course, at our store page. But what he said was that these guys maybe they don't have what it takes to be in the open class, and maybe they're just weekend warriors. and guys from other sports, maybe like a guy who played football and was in great shape, but then blew his knee out, and now what does he do with this physique that he can't go on the field no more? And maybe he could be classic physique.
Maybe you're weekend warrior athletes that still want to play ball on the weekends with their friends and not necessarily have the goals and aspirations to be a Mr. Olympia open bodybuilding champion.
A lot of people gave Phil shit for that. I am not. I really kind of see a lot of what he said, and I've been saying it myself in my commentaries on video and in the articles in Muscle Sport magazine. I don't think it's a great division. The height and weight restrictions aside, I despise the fucking posing trunks. I think the boxer brief style underwear looks really fucking stupid. I'm not a fan of those at all. But then if we're going to like try to take Heath to task, he could really back up what he said. Like these guys aren't ready when they're ready for prime time kind of thing, and then go into the open, use that as a stepping stone, if you will. Kind of like men's physique, which I hate even more than classic physique. Obviously, I'm a bodybuilding fan. So if Heath needed to point his finger to any proof, he just used the last two and the only two Olympias with classic physique winners. And this basically, the proof is in the pudding, if you will. This past year, Breon Ainsley won. He was a guy that was a IFBB 212 competitor and did not do very well at all in the 212. I believe he didn't even place one time at the New York Pro, and then like a year later, he goes to Classic Physique and he wins the New York Pro. Obviously, lineups are different, of course, I understand, but and then we're talking about the 212, not even the Open. So I'm even giving a little more credence here to the argument. And the year before that, Danny Hester, who is 48 years of age now, so he was 47 when he won it, came through the ranks in the NPC, won his pro card, and then competed only in classic physique. So it's kind of hard to really judge what he did, but it did take him quite a while to get a pro card as a bodybuilder in the amateur ranks. And then, of course, there is a lot of bodybuilders that have dropped down, if you will, into classic physique. And guys like Derem Charles did not do well there. And Flex Wheeler made his comeback in classic physique at this same Olympia here this past September and didn't even place. In my opinion, he really didn't look good at all on stage. And I'll give him kudos for making the comeback and stuff, but I think he should have done it in bodybuilding like Levrone did. And even if he didn't place like Levrone did the prior year, it still would have been better than not placing in classic physique. So Heath, I got your back, bro. Very odd for me to say that. Like I said, Phil Heath and myself have had some small little things on social media, and people say he doesn't even know who you are. Well, when I did back him on something with that, I think it was a 24-hour fitness or something in Seattle, he says, I thought y'all hated me. He actually wrote me back on Twitter. And I said, not at all. This is just business. It has nothing to do with fucking, it's nothing personal, if you will. I'm not a fan of what he does off the stage, really. He's a little pompous, but he does have reason to be. The guy's got fucking 7 Sandows in a row, for Christ's sake. And people killed him for the Louis Marco thing right after the Olympia. I thought it was great. I thought it was a pisser that Louis got under his skin enough, maybe, to him to do that. And I thought it just kind of bridged the social media, YouTube world of bodybuilding with the pros even more so. And who would have thunk that we agree with Phil Heath? But in this situation, the nose thinks he's right, and the nose knows.
So, are you looking for open and honest talk about female bodybuilding, female muscle, competing, and more? Well, here it is. Make sure to watch me, Crystal Wildfire Anthony, on Spreading Like Wildfire on Muscle Sport TV. Not only will I give you my uncensored opinions, but I'll also show you some sexy muscle. Want to see more? Just come watch me on MuscleGirlsLive.com and follow me on Instagram at Crystal Wildfire Anthony. You want to be careful, though, not to get burned. It's hot, and it's going to be spreading like wildfire. Make sure you guys sign up. Watch us at Muscle Sport Mag, Muscle Sport TV, and come say hello.
Hey Robert, it's Jay Cutler, 4-time Mr. Olympia here. I want to send a big thank you to yourself and your company, Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition, for the support of Cutler Nutrition.
What's up, everyone? This is Rich Piana. I just want to let you guys know you can get all my supplements at Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition.
At Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition.
Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition. I will see you there.
God damn it.
Pumped Up Fitness Nutrition. The Hulk will be you.
Store's freaking awesome, man. Pumped Up Fitness and Nutrition.
God damn it.
Come here, get all your 5% needs. You know, everything's fully in stock at all times here. It's 100% in stock. This store is fucking awesome.
I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Where else?
And that's going to do it. We're out of time once again. Make sure you join us here next week for another episode of MSTV. Thank you again to the real Mighty Mouse, 212 bodybuilder, Martae Ruelas, the balance guru, and of course, the nose, because he knows what's going on. Subscribe right here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, and also hit subscribe on the nav bar on the Muscle Sport Mag website. Go to musclesportmag.com/subscribe directly. $32 a year with free shipping in the United States. And you never know, we're going to run one of our crazy sales and specials. We are in Christmas month, and this is the fucking month that keeps on giving from MSM. We will see you guys next week.